Oh, it's working now. All right. All right. Um, Time to do my weekly analysis since I didn't do it on Sunday. Took several days off, a few days off. So yeah, I gotta catch up on what's going on. All right. Just gonna have to ignore the glare that's there. Whoa, Intel way up today. What the heck? Well, I must have earnings. All right. Anyways, so higher time frame, we had SMT at the highs with Dow Jones being weaker. We've finally delivered into an obvious draw on liquidity here. Don't know whether this is going to be just a bounce or if this is going to cause an actual full scale reversal. We'll see. But it's likely we could maintain this bearish S&T here. And usually these types of setups can only usually, excuse me, will at least deliver into a premium of the range that got us there. So either a premium of this entire range or a premium of just this one. Um, so yeah, I'll be watching this new week opening gap as a premium area, and then this other one up here. It makes sense that we'd bounce here. We've tapped the internal range, actual order block of the order block here. It is a little tricky because the Dow Jones futures chart is a bit different, obviously. Um, so it's tricky because we kind of have relative equal lows, like, you know. So we could end up coming back down. But the thing is, we already made SMT, so I don't even care if it does come lower. What I want to see is NASDAQ to actually hold, and obviously Russell. Um, since we made SMT here, let me just mark this out at least. Yeah, and you can see here too, we even made ES NASDAQ SMT. So I'm gonna mark that. Yeah, and ES made a lower low. The only difference though is SPY made a lower low, but NASDAQ also did. So I think that might just be because the overnight session was it on here. So it is a bit tougher because we're futures isn't as reliable as a chart. Um, just for just due to the contract changes and whatnot. And if you look at these at the highs, we still made that SMT to get bearish on very clearly. But oh wait, was it? It was with this high. Oh, yeah, this high on Nasdaq, this high. But in any case, we had SMT here, but it was only internal range. And if you use the stock indices, then it's actually like serious as it gets, S&P. With Nasdaq ES taking out the highs and Dow Jones being weak. So so yeah, didn't make SMT on these charts yet on SPY and QQQ, though that's that would be really pretty if we did. So I'm thinking it's possible that we do end up coming a bit lower intraday. Excuse me. But either way, SPY has tapped into an area we could easily bounce from. QQQ, not really. It would have been a bit cleaner if it just came a bit lower. So yeah, maybe that's still in the cards. But when we take a look at NASDAQ here, ES took out this CPI low. And this was an old SMT area. And now ES is finally taking that out. So, and this, I remember somewhere in here was pretty tricky. I remember like, yeah, kind of struggling with SMT there or something. So now ES has taken it out. And not only that, it made SMT into that level at the same exact time. So it's really making me think we have bottomed here. Though that doesn't mean ES has. ES can easily come lower. But because the Dow Jones did come lower today, I think that's everything I would need to get long. So I got long today. But I do think maybe trickier in here. We may get one more low maybe. So we'll see what happens overnight and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, we got a lot of stuff on here to delete, but it's not too bad. We've obliterated that quarterly fair value gap. So maybe just watching this big down candle on the quarterly, this may be the candle to trade and have levels at for like premium discount. And then we have this as an inversion here basically being formed. Just gonna turn it yellow, get it going. Quarterly. Boom. And then yeah, maybe we're, I don't know, yeah, monthly. I mean, yeah, we do have relatively equal lows there. That's why I was thinking we could come lower. So yeah, we could come lower. I could see it happening. Am I 100% confident that it will come lower? I have literally no idea. So it's only because of these. It's like these could come lower, you know. And the problem though is that the Dow confirmed. It's like confirming this low. So and then it's just not there though on SPY as it is on ES. But I guess I gotta trade the chart instead of my heart. So it's there. Just gotta consider it done. So yeah, we could come lower though in ES. That's the one key factor. Dow Jones could come lower and ES can come lower. But I would like to see if Nasdaq can come lower, I would want these to come lower. So yeah. What else is there? Yes. Might as well mark out the levels here. Daily. Oh no, weekly. This is probably gonna be a bearish rally up here. So that's there. And this got completely rebalanced though. So if we're gonna come and soup this, it just seems like it's really gonna go deep. But we'll see this. We already got SMT here. Yeah, we took out that low, made literally made SMT into it. That's why I that's why I am biased long. I am biased long. But I do want to make sure I do a weekly review and study this price action on the way down. That way I can get an idea like, okay, how much further do we have to go to? Just looking from that alternative side. This weekly inversion lines up with that. But yeah, I mean, I would expect us, if we're going to bounce here, I would expect us to come back above this area and then like invert soup it and then come back down. If this is just going to be a bounce, we're just going to play the range because this very well could be the top. Weeklies, levels. I mean, this is just a fair value gap inversion, fair value gap area. And order block. This is a big old order block. Just want to see where we stand here. Basically to the CE of that. Um, weekly, daily. This is just like a support resistance area that I don't like. Just seems like we've, you know what, we did soup that. We made it, souped the shit out of it, came back, and then ended up turning into a level to bounce from with S&T. Now we've made a new S&T into that. Ah, it's just so tricky, man. I think we do have to look from the bear perspective. But anyways, on the 4 hour, no levels here. We traded and rejected the daily. We've got a little support resistance area here for shorts if we do come back above that. But other than that, we just ranged. CPI was just a manipulation day. But yeah, this range is kind of tough. I don't want to get too zoomed in. Let's go back. Let's go back and show our higher time frame. All right. So quarterly on Nasdaq, nothing. The only inefficiencies are down here. We may be trying to backtest this level. Monthly, big month down. No levels here. Bullish monthly for value gap here. Monthly with an order block lined up with that. That's so interesting. Relatively low highs for value gap. Boom, pull back. And I totally, this was when I started trading full time. Didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, I mean, these are not smooth lows, so I would expect this to be pretty high resistance liquidity on the way down. And we have not had a bounce yet. And we did resoup this high twice. The weekly, yeah, we got a weekly for value. We got it for value gaps all the way up. Yeah, QQQ has that same thing going on. taking out all of these smooth lows. We had relative equal lows basically on every low being made. And then now we've come all the way back down into this order block. This order block was already tapped into here. And now we're bouncing right at the CE of this one, it looks like. Well, not right at it, but close. And these candle bodies are opening at least near the high, but I don't know. And then yeah, we have the S&T at this low here. This is the September CPI. And now we have S&T again. But we haven't looked at anything on the way down. We need to check that out. Because we might need this low. We may need the low for like super bearish. The problem is we wouldn't be making S&T here on Dow Jones if we weren't like at least gonna bounce. So yeah, that's my thesis. My thesis is bounce, not necessarily like a bull market. So I do think the area we're in is likely to bounce. And these usually get at least a 50% retrace if you use at least the current range. But you could even argue that this is the range. So stronger argument for this being the range. So I would expect this to probably soup up above this, trade into this before reversing if we're going to continue lower again. So yeah, everything's kind of hinging on the Dow, the way the Dow came down. We have not made any S&T at like a very clean higher time frame level, but the way it's coming down is making me think that this may be just like a bear market. But we'll have to see when we come back up. I would expect this to be an easy low-hanging fruit, drawing liquidity for NASDAQ if we're going to keep bouncing. Oh man. Qs. Technically, this is the order block high here. We never tapped it. ES did though. We have S&T, so maybe that's another indicator. Who knows? We had support resistance, and we did soup this level. You know, we had a high, we had a high. We basically created the same high, souped it this way, create an order block, souped it that way. But then we came back and held it again. So it makes sense that it would just soup out both of these. And then, yeah, now we've got like a balanced price range area with an order block here. So yeah, we'll see if this needs to go lower or not. But with all the S&T, then yeah, it's like, all right, maybe it's gonna hold there. But it's kind of the same story here, pretty close to being smooth or relative equal lows there. So that's why it's, oh wait, this is why I am, oh yeah, no, this is not there, okay. So yeah. And then just looking into this internal range, I mean, you could argue we're holding this, you know, fair value gap, trading below it. Yeah, I think it's about time we got a bounce. Nothing on the 4 hour. But we got that same little support resistance thing there. Oh, you didn't get Russell. Russell got lost. Huge manipulation there. Came higher, rebalanced the range, took out this swing high, respect the wick, made a big move down. On the monthly, we're basically tagging back into this monthly fair value gap there. Interesting. That makes sense. That makes sense, dude. Just shy of it. So just shy of that. Okay. Alright. So taking out. Don't need to that so weekly. Weekly. Not really much there on weekly. We had relative equal lows here all along. And yeah. So this very well could be a bottoming area too on Russell. If it's gonna be bullish, then I mean that would be the area I'm going to see bounce at. Soup that, boom, boom, boom. Out all of this range. Still holding this. This is the order block, and it's holding that still. Yeah, this is a tough read for Russell. We soup these lows and never delivered. Right. It's just like it's so shitty. Super clean soup. Monthly market structure shift almost. Yeah, if next month doesn't come and rebalance this, woof, even a little bit, that's gonna be sketchy. But that's probably pretty unlikely. So now we can look at there. So this makes more sense. We got the soup. We delivered to the all-time high. Just took it out. Barely. Made relative equal highs. Manufactured highs. We're coming back down into the order block here. We took out the highs, came back down here. So now we're back basically have like a somewhat of a propulsion block here, and then this is just a nested order block. We're holding that. Yeah, we got smooth lows right there, man. That is not looking good. So yeah, we got to bounce here. Or we're not bouncing. And then we came down here. This souped out this little propulsion block there. This is significant here. This move took out these relative equal highs, took out this relative equal high, souped it, came back down and took out this area. So want this to hold on. And then as you can see on the smaller time frames, we have this low here. Not really sure. Significant. August 2024. August 7th. I'll have to look that up. But I mean, that looks bearish the way we wicked up there. Rejected. It's not looking good if it's bearish. Looks like it wants all these smooth lows. We manufactured liquidity, came up, souped the high, barely took the high, all-time high, came down, took out the slow, bounced, filled up this inefficiency with liquidity, now really strong delivery, really strong delivery, really strong delivery. This manipulation is still holding. Yeah, this is gonna take this out. It's like don't really know what's going on the sides. It's just short everything for a long time. We reached a discount. Wow, we came right into a discount. That's crazy. Wow. We tapped this order block. Yes, we did. Wow, that is interesting. Wow. Okay. So now we've taken out the all-time high. We've come all the way back down, tapped the manipulation order block. So there we go. That might be why we bounce. We've got all the SMT there. Oh, and we've got SMT on Russell too. With with the Dow, we had this low come in, and then this low came in today. So Russell low looks like it may be in, but the problem with it, no. We had this big manipulation, and then we got this low. So this is looking really good if it's gonna hold. So we'll watch overnight, see what happens. I really want to see. I don't think I've looked at IWM. There we go, IWM. Just look real quick. Here's the low here for everybody. Got a little soup action there, and then came down here, held this low on everybody. Still have that internal range SMT with NASDAQ and ES, and now IWM's holding up now. So yeah, now we need to look kind of like for the short side. If IWM really was weaker. It should have got wrecked here. Everyone came up and souped out these highs where Dow Jones did not. And then Dow Jones made a new low. That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, it's making me think that the bottom may be in. Also, to confirm that, VIX took out all the. Oh no, didn't see this. Damn it. Just when I thought I had it all. But VIX futures did. VIX futures finally got the big sweep here. Um, Smooth eyes there. Dang, that is a bit sketchy too. So crazy. Just a massive squeeze. This squeeze took out all the others. So I think we will have a squeeze one day that just squeezes it all. Takes out all of these. These highs aren't as clean though. I mean, this one was really obvious. These were all obvious. And the way that VIX futures got that nice sweep there though, that is pretty, pretty confident that that may be it. Dollar getting absolutely crushed. I wonder where we'll head the dollar. Rebalance the range. Got a bullish soup. Came back up. Reaccumulated bearishly. And now delivering lower. Can do the best feature. Manufactured highs. Swept them. Came back down. Manufactured lows. Swept those. Reaccumulated. Create an order block. Internal range. Delivery. Was there something inside of there? Oh. This internal range was tough. Seeing this going to take this low and then go back to this. That was tough. I'm sure the Forex bears will tell the picture there though. But yeah, I mean, this is just obvious super bearish displacement. I mean, it looks like it would want to make a new low here in the last few years. Maybe back down to this order. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, dollar came down. We haven't had a rally in anything yet. So kind of weird. But yeah, today Nasdaq and ES both came up above the prior day range, relative equal highs on IWM. So that's interesting. But we did get a little bit of a soup there here. But yeah, I mean, it does seem like we do have some sort of SMT into a key area, Dow Jones especially on the Dow Jones. Who knows if we can trust these futures charts here, but it is there. And we got quite the sweep here to get us to reverse, and Dow Jones was the one to go deeper. Usually the ones that kind of manipulate that are the ones to really be weak. So I think that change in character is enough for me to at least look for longs back up into the premium. Those shorts will still be really working well, I think. So yeah, just need to look for both sides of the table. Um, we had bullish flows today, really bullish flow. Oh, that's in video. Q's was just flat out bullish. Dow Jones bearish into the end of the day, but yeah. Russell was kind of back and forth all day, but it closed the day pretty bullish. And SPY was back and forth all day too, but closed the day pretty dang bullish. And Tide didn't care at all about the price. It just was bullish all day. Price was going down and it was bullish. Price came back up, it just kept going bullish. Chop, 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 bullish. So the Tide, I think, is telling the picture there. People are smart money is loading up on stocks. That's the picture. That's the tail of the tape. So at least for the next, tomorrow, next few days, I think we are looking at a bullish bias, and then we'll reevaluate as we change. So yeah. All right, adios. That's it.